everyone and welcome to another video. Today's video I will be filming my August reading wrap up, and you guys know I love filming my wrap up videos, so I'm really excited to get into this. I went to Greece at the beginning of this month with my friend Katie from Okeki, and I managed to read, I think, 5 or 6 books when I was there for 9 days, and then I've read quite a few this month generally. So I'm gonna like run through with you the books that I've read. Let me count them. Let me go and count. I read 13 books this month. I'm now at a total of 35 books overall of my reading challenging on Goodreads. I originally said I wanted to read 60, and then I read 60, and then I originally said I wanted to read, and then I changed it to 80, and I've read over 80. So I think I'm going to go for 100. Again, last year I went for 100, I got 124. Let's see if I can beat my previous record. But anyway, on with the wrap up. Now, first book on my pile was The Warrior Heir by Cinda Williams-Chima. Now, I've stressed before that I find it very difficult to get into fantasy reads, but I don't give up trying, and I really did enjoy the beginning of this book. I thought the beginning was great, but just something towards the end of it, I just wasn't clicking. It's a really good book. I just personally was not clicking with it, and I'm really sad because the covers for this series are gorgeous, and I just want the whole series, and I want to be able to enjoy the whole series. So maybe I will pick up the next one in the coming months and give it another try. It's really good though. I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars because of the good story, but unfortunately I couldn't get into it. Something I did enjoy about this book was it's about I love books where the main character has no idea of their heritage or the powers that they can possess. Now, I really like the idea of this boy who was born, he was supposed to be, in this fantasy world there's wizards, warriors, soothsayers, sorcerers and enchanters, I believe. Now, if you want to know more about this video, I'm going to link Christine from Pearl and Banana Books down below, because her review on it is actually really good, and it helped me kind of put things together in my mind after I read the book. So go and watch the review if you want to know more about this. I'm sure a lot of you heard about it, but it is a good book. I would try it. If you like fantasy, I'm sure you'd love it. It's just, unfortunately, I can't get into fantasy. Fantasy's just something I struggle with. I really want to get into it as well. I have so many fantasy reads on my TBR shelf, you wouldn't even believe. But yeah, it was okay. It was okay. Go check out the review, link down below. When I was in Greece, I read Dune by Laurie Langdon and Carrie Corp, and Destined for Dune by Laurie Langdon and Carrie Corp. Now, this is available. Dune is available. This is coming out on the 2nd of September. This book is basically about a girl who's in high school, and she's a cheerleader in America, and she goes to school, she breaks up with her boyfriend, she starts seeing this guy kind of appearing, but nobody else can see him, and she thinks she's going a bit crazy, and she goes to Scotland with her friend, and they get immersed into this world, this magical realm, where they cross a bridge and they enter this new realm called the realm of Dune, and it's got Scottish men and castles and magic, witches, romance. It's just a really good series. It's so unique, and this has caused me and Sasha from A Book Utopia to become absolutely obsessed with Scotland. So guys, you must check this series out. Honestly, you will love it. It's so good. I really enjoyed it, and the covers are so gorgeous. Look at the cover for that one. I know I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder, but I want to make sure that you can see the cover. Yep, and then let's see this one. Oh, so gorgeous. You need to go and check this series out. The cliffhanger at the end of this one will throw you off. How dare you give us a cliffhanger? I want to know what happens. A book which I also read, which is mostly the most recent one I've read, was The Unbecoming of Myra Dyer by Michelle Hodkin. Oh my god, this was such a good paranormal read. Like, an incredible paranormal read. Basically about a girl, and she, her friends die, and her boyfriend dies in this freak accident as the building collapses around them. We don't know how it happened, we don't know why it happened, but all we know is this girl is seeing the ghosts of her friends, and I don't want to tell you too much about it because it ruins it, but honestly, like, I was aware of this book and how good it was, but I wasn't aware of the creepy level, the creepiness of this book, until I read it. And I, honest to God, the first night I was reading this, really found it hard to like relax and sleep, because I was in this room and everything was dark, and I was like, oh my god, I can feel the ghosts around me. It threw me off, but it's a great read. I really recommend if you want a good paranormal read, which is also very dark as well. It's very truthful, it's very dark, I like it. And I'm currently reading The Evolution of Myra Dyer right now, but I haven't finished it, so it's not in the wrap-up for this month. Ow. Another book I read was Trial by Fire by Josephine Angelini. 5 stars. Great read about this girl who, in, you know, modern day, well, real life, she's kind of allergic to everything. She's got intolerances to everything. She goes to a party, she stuff happening at the party, and she kind of just wants to escape, and she hears this voice in her head, and the voice is like, you know, come to us, so she agrees, and suddenly she gets transported into an alternative realm of Salem, including witchcraft and warriors and just awesomeness. Awesomeness. I know Casey from the Dark Readers loves this book. I like this book as well, especially when we talked it out together. I really could understand it on a new level. So good. The cover is gorgeous as well. I believe this book is going to be out by the time you're watching this, but don't mark me on that. Goodreads this book if you want something a bit different, a bit of a paranormal read with a fantasy twist. I know I just said I didn't like fantasy, but I had to talk this book out with my friend before I really understood it and, you know, and enjoyed what I read. So definitely go and check this book out, because if you like fantasy and you like paranormal and you like witches and you like alternative realms and all that good stuff, you'd like this book. You really will. Right, this book is the reason why every time it rains outside, and I live in England and it's always raining, every time it rains outside I am paranoid that I'm gonna die. This book is called The Rain by Virginia Bergen. I think I said that right. Just one drop will kill you. It is quite literally about the rain. Something is in the rain, and if it hits you just one tiny bit, it will kill you. Now, this girl's at a party. She's kind of like getting with this boy that she's kind of really liked for so long, and it's kind of got down to the bit where she really likes him, and they finally get with each other, and the parents of the house they're having the party at run outside and tell everyone to get in. People are really panicky. She goes home. There's a lot of death and destruction. It's just a great survival story. I cannot wait for the storm. Honestly, I love this book. It was so good. If you want a good survival read, then read this. It's true life. It's based in England, which is a lovely, lovely thing. What is it? Is it UKYA? UKYA. So definitely check this out. The cover is amazing. The author's lovely too. I spoke to her on Twitter. But yeah, thank you for giving me Fear of Rain. And I know Virginia, that you googled it and found out the name and cause and what's it called when I have a phobia of rain. I don't know, but I have a phobia of rain and I blame you. That's how good the book was. It messes with your mind. When I was in Greece, I read The Girl with All the Gifts by M.R. Carey. This is such a good adult read. It's like adult science fiction, kind of out in this world where there are zombies, as you'd like to say. And it starts off in this kind of like this sector, this place where children are strapped down to chairs and taught. Now it's all a bit weird. It's like, why are they strapped down to chairs? And you find out why they are, and suddenly something happens at this sector, at this, you know, this base, and everybody has to escape, and it's just a travelling journey across England to get to a safe place. Oh, the ending, oh, I can't explain this book to you. You need to read it. The cover, guys, is so nice. This vibrant yellow is so good. But this is for more of an older reader. It's got some more graphic scenes in it. It's got some explicit content. So definitely, if you're up for that, then get it. I wouldn't recommend it for anybody below the age of, well, you know, I don't know. Just really research the book before you read it. But it's very good. Dark, gross, scary, thrilling, awesome. Just incredible, like an incredible read. Honestly, Orbit published this, Orbit Books, and I'm so glad. Thank you for publishing such an amazing book that I've never read an adult fiction before, which I've really stuck with. And this book, I flew through it. It was incredible. Just such a phenomenal read. So go and check this book out if you want to. Some of you may know I love Gabriella Lepore, and this month on Instagram, we were talking and she said to me that she had this book floating around, which she hadn't, you know, she wasn't got anything to do with it. And we decided that once she reaches a milestone on her Instagram, she should publish it. And we didn't want it just to be a publishing job. We wanted to really involve the readers who have read her previous books, or maybe new readers, to pick the cover. And that's what she did. We had a bit of a competition. People picked the cover. This book's called Phoenix Help by Gabriella Lepore. This is the book she's published. It is the reader's book. It is for the readers. She's actually, in the acknowledgements, thanked everybody on Instagram for being involved and for the support they've given her. She's an incredible author, an incredible indie author who really deserves recognition. And this book is great. It's about a girl called Sophie and her two brothers who goes to live with their wacky, crazy aunt, and they go to this academy in Phoenix Holt. Phoenix Holt's the town they live in. It's a very desolate town. There's nothing there really. And let's say there's romance, there's family tension and friction, but also devlins and demons and darkness coming and threatening them. The Sophie and her brothers turn out to be something. There's also a different group of people that go to the academy who are training there for a purpose of being in an army. Now their backstory is incredible. If you want a paranormal read, this is for you. It's incredible. I am so glad that Gabriella brought this book out, and can I tell you, it's matte. So if that isn't excuse enough to buy the book, then I don't know what is, because I love me some matte books. I read Not a Drop to Drink by Mindy McGinnis. This is another cool survival read. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars because I found the writing technique a bit difficult to get into, but I think I was in a reading slump maybe for this book when I was reading it. I just couldn't really grasp it, but it was a really good book about a girl and a mum who have to protect their lake because it's one of the only clean water sources around, and people are always coming there, and they've got to learn to kill people and protect it. And something happens to the mum, and she's on her own, and she meets new characters, and she just gets more entangled in this world of protection and survival. Yeah, it was a good premise. I'm definitely going to give the next book a go. The cover is gorgeous, the typography is amazing, so I can't wait to read the next book and see how it ends. I think the next book is the last book. If it's not, forgive me for telling you a lie. Another series, I read the Legend series. Legend, Prodigy, and Champion. This is one of the best dystopian trilogies I have ever read. It was so good. I love the characters, I love the world, I love the writing style, I love the action, I like how there's always something going on. There's never a boring moment. I read these books when I was in Greece. I finished Champion when I was back in England, but I read them on my Kindle. The physical books were bought for me from Little Book Owl, Gabriella from Little Book Owl. What? Katrina from Little Book Owl. It's just was amazing. So thank you for getting me them, and honestly guys, if you want me to do a review on this series, please let me know down in the comments below, because I will more than happily do that for you. The last thing I read isn't a book, it's not published yet, but it's the manuscript for Gabriella Lepore's future book called Something Wicked This Way Comes. I don't want to tell you too much about it because honestly, like, I feel like if I don't want to maybe excite you and then the book not be out for like a year or two, but just letting you know that, guys, you need to check her writing out, because this book again blew me out the water. It was like my perfect paranormal read, so definitely go check Something by Gabriella Lepore out. She's great. So there are all the books I read this month. I think I had a pretty good reading month. I am now over my goal. Come and check out my Goodreads if you like. I'll leave the link down below, or my Instagram and my Twitter. They're the 3 main social medias I use to update on people, what I'm reading and so forth. So if you want to be involved in any of that, please let me know down below and come and check me out and talk to me on those. All the links down below will be there. Also, my book depository links down there below. If you buy books, you get free shipping, and it helps me out because I get a little bit of a commission, which is great. But that's your choice. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. You know I love filming my wrap-up, so I hope you enjoyed this wrap-up. Yeah. I will speak to you next time. See you on another video. Goodbye.